Hey, it's Ubu, and today we're playing a game called Evening Attendance. It's developed by Portgas Dev, and basically it's a surreal psychological horror game about hostel life, which is supposed to be loud laughter, late night talks, and stories whispered across bunks. But what if all that noise was hiding something darker? You're a hostel monitor. Your routine is simple. We wake up, we mark attendance, deliver complaint letters, and then we sleep. Then the dreams begin. This developer also has a note on their itch.io page which says that they're a student trying to create stories based on the emotions and situations we often ignore. This is their first ever game, made with everything that they had: time, doubt, hope, and all the silence they've carried. So I thought that sounded really interesting, and I figured we'd try it out for ourselves. And if you're not familiar with my channel, at the end of the video I will review the game and share my general thoughts and give the game my final judgment. If you'd like to just watch the review, I'll have timestamps in the description. So I guess we'll go ahead and get started and see what's up. So start game. Whoa, right into it. Okay. Here we are. Jesus Christ. Time for attendance. It's like routine of them. Okay. They bang the door around this hour like it's some kind of joke. I stopped needing an alarm a long time ago. Yeah, no kidding. I should mark my attendance. Alright, can I move? Alright, there we go. We're kind of slow. No problem. Game looks alright. Can't forget my earphones. Okay. We got him. Whoa, okay. Mark attendance in warden's office. Will do. When I figure out where that is. I'm blocking the objectives. Alright, there we go. I was blocking the objective, my bad. It's been raining non-stop. The roads are flooded, too. I love rain. The warden left a few days ago. Looks like I'm not leaving this place anytime soon. Wow, it's very noisy here. Okay. Plates clanking, people shouting. How is this normal? I shouldn't have come here. It's always the same. Open mouth chewing and noise. Yeah, ugh. Ugh. Where is the warden's office? We gotta find that. Oh my gosh, the floor out here looks like a void he would fall into. Okay, hold on. These doors have writing on them, so let's check it out. I think. Nope, it's just numbers. Oh, here we go. Those are some very intense signs. Maintain queue and silence. Smoking and drinking prohibited. Mark attendance before 9 p.m. Hostel gate closes at 10 p.m. No entry or exit allowed. Where's the warden? Hello? Oh, here we go. It's working now. Scribble, scribble. Whoop. Complaint letters. My friend used to handle them. He left the hostel, so I guess I'll take over. At least until someone else does. Nice. Volunteering. Let's do it. Not like I'm busy. Semester's finished anyways. Can I leave? There we go. Deliver complaint letters to 101, 111, 204, and 213. Alright. I don't know if I've already said it, but there's no sprint. So we're kind of just chilling. 101. That was a good guess. What happened? It's like I got really short all of a sudden. KC, it's me, open the door. He's playing again. He won't hear me like this. Knock again. Open up! Ah! Hey, do you need something? Yes. Take this letter. Not really. Just here. It's a complaint letter. Huh. Complaint? For what? My KD ratio being too good? Maybe the volume. Your game sound echoes through the whole hallway. Come on, man. Finals are over. Who's even getting disturbed? My game's on pause anyway. Thanks for this. What's on pause now that you're at the door? What's bro on about? You won't read it. I'll just deliver the rest and go back to sleep. Alright, just cut the internet. He'll stop real quick. Well, then everybody else will be mad too, I guess, so. Maybe don't do that. Who knows? Alright, I guess we go this way. 111. 1111. Hello? MS, it's me. E and NJ are jamming. I should knock harder. Are they using, like, states as names? Hey, MS. I just came to give you this. Yo, it's you. Here for a music request? No. I've got this. It's a complaint letter. Seriously? Just because we're jamming a bit? The drums echo through the whole floor. It's hard to ignore. Semester's over. Can't we even have a little fun now? No. You can, but it's just too loud for some. It's called common courtesy. It might be a foreign concept to some people, but he was just having fun with his friend, and I showed up with a complaint letter. Of course he got mad. Are you the one making the complaint? I think they can put two and two together. I am the messenger. Do not shoot the messenger. And if you don't like complaint letters, stop being obnoxious. It's really that simple. Hello? I'm here to give you your complaint letter. Maybe you didn't hear. I should knock harder. Just punch a hole through the door. Alright. Maybe he's asleep. I guess we'll leave now. I don't want to be the reason he wakes up from sleep. Right. That's fair. Because then you'll get a complaint letter for waking up people. Now the tables turn. 213. Whoop. Hello? I hope I'm not waking him up. Yes. Oh, hi. Need anything? No. I just came to give you this. It's from Warden's room. What is it? A bill? Notice or something? No, it's a letter. It has your room number written on it. Letter again? What is it this time? A complaint? No, it's about, You don't need to waste your time bringing these to me. Alright. Jeez. That's unfortunate. It's his last semester. Of course he won't care about a leaking tap. Seniors really are something else. What? Delivering letters is tiring, but maybe that's a good thing. No scrolling, no overthinking. I should go back to my room. Right, if I can remember which room we were in. I think we were... Oof. One of these? Is it this one? I did it. I'm so smart. I just want to sleep. Yeah, me too. Some part of me still hopes the rain will end. Maybe I'll finally step outside. I'll make a rain doll tomorrow. What are you talking about? I assume the developer is from Portugal, but that might be a wild guess. If you're not, I apologize. What in God's name? This is very interesting. Oh. Hello. I don't know who you are, but you scared me. He looks interesting. He's like a balloon man with an egg head. Alright, let's go. We have a sprint now. That's good. Don't chase me. Hey, okay. Alright, we're just gonna go. That is so strange. We are being followed. We must get out of here. We must escape Planet Egg. Oh, God. That's really interesting for some reason. I'm not really sure if it's referenced quite yet, but just a weird dream. Okay, 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 okay. Wow, strange. I like the skybox. Ah! There's 5 of them. I don't know how that's significant, but I wanted to point that out. These paper planes, they look like my friends. All flying away, too light to ever land back here. These paper... Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought it was new text for a second. Hmm. Feels like I've been asleep for days. My head feels like it's still floating. Yeah. Oh. Okay, here we are. Now what? We go... Huh? Attendance? I think I'll check the laundry room, too. Why? We got clothes piling up. Hope it's not full. Alright, do we need to grab clothes? I mean, you got stuff hanging up right here. Okay. Jesus Christ, what's your problem? What in the world? That was so random. You kinda got me. You scared me a little bit. Mostly because I didn't expect a weird giant eyeball face to come through the door. Anyways, it's been days since I've seen sunlight. Oh, they're like the balloons. Should get attendance done before anything else. Laundry can wait. Okay. Boy, I wish we could sprint maybe a little bit or be a little bit faster here, but that's alright. Open sesame. Alright. Can I... Back then, Warden would ping group to take their belongings. Now, I won't even check. Probably out celebrating after finals. Okay. 1 letter. 2 boxes. Sounds like an art film or something. Art house film. Doesn't look like I'm getting my clothes washed today. Why? Oh, there's a lot of people over there. Once they're done, it'll be locked. I'll try again tomorrow. That sucks. Anyways, I guess we'll deliver this stuff. Here we go. That'd be kind of fun to do this, in a way. If it was like, if they paid you. Like, here, take this. And then slam their door. Hello? I'm here to give you your complaint letter. I'm here to give your complaint letter. I should knock harder. Yeah, we should. Oh, I remember now. He evacuated the hostel today. Evacuate the facility. 111. It's me. He's playing that game, Stuck in the Rusted Submarine. Great. Very catchy name. Hi. I just came to give you this. Oh, you again? With a box? Delivery guy. Haha. It's for you. I got it from the warden's room. Ugh. It smells like rotten eggs. Don't tell me you... Are these the ones I threw at? I already said sorry. Just don't bring these things back. Just don't bring things back. What? Okay. We won't bring things back. It was a box full of rotten eggs. Does his sorry even mean anything? He never listens. I guess that's his problem. It's around the time his show starts. I hope he doesn't get mad. I like his stance. Oh, hi. It's you again? Sorry to disturb you. I just came to give you this. What's in this? Parcel? Wait, earphones? Don't tell me. These are the ones MS and I broke yesterday. I can't use them anymore. Maybe you can. I didn't mean to break them. I'm sorry. I don't forgive you. Buy me new ones. I know you didn't mean to, but everything's louder now. I need my headphones. I'm starting to feel like that delivery guy from that game. That's really vague. Delivery guy. Game. I don't know. Oh, we have a delivery. Look at that. Oh, we're the ones doing delivery. Who did this? Oh, my parcel arrived. Finally. Been waiting for this. Let's see what's inside. Don't you know what's inside? Maybe I'm not familiar with what a parcel is. Where do I open it? Let's go over here. Take items out. Paper. Finally. Markers. Just the usual. Bandages. Double cheese pizza! Frick yeah, dude. Nothing beats a double cheese pizza in the hostel. You're right. We're gonna eat whole slices on one bite. What is it with games that do this? Like, Fears to Fathom does that a lot in their games, where it's like, a lasagna, and you literally eat like a third of a lasagna in one bite. I know it's just a game, but it's funny. All right, that was yummy. Whole pizza, 4,000 calories, or whatever. It's probably not that much. Whatever. Too full to think. I just want to sleep. Yeah, you got the itis. That's what they call that. You get really tired after you eat a lot. The itis. Why is it never quiet at night? Maybe I really should start making those rain dolls, if it helps. That must be a cultural thing I'm not familiar with. Could have gone home if it wasn't always raining. Only seniors left now. Who's going to stop them? Oh, I didn't catch the rest of that. Just get an umbrella, my guy. Please. Or a rain jacket or something. I don't know. Maybe the rain there is so bad you can't go out in it. Who's laughing? Is he an egg thief like in Spyro? Nah, 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 nah. Jesus Christ. My ears. Press enter to turn on TV. Enter. You think you are wearing headphones? Yeah, because it's quiet now. No more of those noises. No, they broke it because I complained once. Enter channel number. So, like, 111? Oh. It's safe. It's a dream. They can't come here. Trust me. Oh! Ah, scary face in the dark. What's happening? I literally can't see. Oh! Okay.
Hey, what this?
I don't know, do I? Okay. Oh, music really got loud. Okay. TV man. Guess he was handing me headphones?
Psst.
What?
Came here to complain again? Volume too high for you?
Alright. What is this? Oh, this is cool. Happy looking at my phone. Sad looking at my phone. In the rain. Alright. Alright. This is really strange, but I like it. What if there won't be any noise? Then I'll finally be safe. I'll sleep. That would be worse. I won't know where they are. Let's go 213 on that one. No noise means they've all left, or it's you. Bleep. I'm not really understanding this weird fade to black. Strange. I mean, I get it, but it's weird. Why are you laughing? Okay. Don't laugh at me.
Hey, what this?
What is that? Is that a rain doll? Okay. Thank you, creepy TV man. We made it. I wrote letters no one read. Is it always going to be this dark? I hope not. Even the smallest light will shine in the dark. I'm not sure what I'm quoting, but whatever. Yep. I guess we're waking up. Whoa. What dreams have I been seeing? My head hurts. It's like they're still here. In my head. I should probably make a rain doll. Just to get my mind off them. Yes, please. Can we make them so we can stop talking about them? I'm just joking. Oh, I saw you. Who's peeking? Do I make them here? Press O to fold. Okay, fold the cloth. Oh, it's like kind of how in the U.S. My God, that's so much noise. In the U.S. and like Halloween and stuff, we can make little ghosts like that. You get like some cloths or whatever, and you like put some paper balls in them or whatever you want that balls up, and you wrap them up, and you paint them or color them or whatever, and you got little ghosts you can hang up. Really simple. Anyways, press V to add some paper to shape the head. Okay. Press E to tie the ribbon to make the neck. R to make the doll face. Oh, look at that. Finally done. I'll hang it up after marking. Okay, I'll just go mark attendance. I'm not delivering anything today. That's right. You heard that? Mark attendance in the office. No deliveries today. The noise. It's getting into my dreams. I can see what they're trying to convey with this. I think it's working pretty well so far. Especially, I can relate to, like, the noise thing. I don't do well with, like, a lot of noise. Like, all the time, you know what I mean? Like, I have a lot of pets, and sometimes, man, I'm just like, please be quiet for one day. I'm sure we all have that in some way. Of just, please be quiet. I need quiet for one day. Or, oh! Sorry, I was goofing. I'm not delivering anything today, except this. Well, you said you weren't delivering anything. He left the hostel, but still, his room must be open. Okay. One letter. At least one room stays quiet. Is it us? He used to say I could come to his room whenever I needed quiet. Yeah. But since he went home, room 206's TS has been loud again. He was a senior. Used to shut him up. I'll just leave this letter in his room. If he ever comes back to take the rest of his stuff, maybe he'll see it. Maybe. 205. Looks like he took almost everything. Well, good. For someone. He left this for me?
Yo, this is for you. I came by a few days ago to pick up my stuff. Stopped by your room and knocked, but you were sleeping like a rock, as usual. I didn't want to wake you, so I left this in my room for you to grab later. Try not to sleep so much. Maybe step outside once in a while. If it gets too loud in your room, just go out into the rain. Might help clear your head. I know you can't stop the seniors from being noisy, but still, if they bother you, just text or call me. Also, I hope you got the thing you asked me to order. And no, you don't need to thank me for the pizza. You're welcome. I left a few things in this box. I know you need these more than I do, use them well. I'll be waiting for you next semester in the new hostel. Take care of yourself.
How nice. But he came back, huh? Alright, we're unboxing the box now. We got some coffee. Ramen. Noise-canceling headphones. Guess it's worth a shot. All that noise, now it's just gone. I will take it back to my room. Okay. Notice some of the words didn't quite match in that, and I believe that was text-to-speech, if I'm not
All
mistaken.
this time, I just wanted silence.
Who's there?
Now I have it, and it feels heavier than I thought. The problem wasn't huge. Neither was the fix. The hostel's quieter now. Maybe it was always like this. Maybe it was just me. My senses made it all feel louder than it really was. I complained about them. Maybe I was wrong too. They were just having fun. I just wasn't in the place to enjoy it. Maybe it's always a two-way story. You have to find your own quiet before expecting others to lower their volume. I thought I had to fix it alone. Now I know I just needed someone to sit with me in the noise. Maybe peace was never in the silence, just in finally being heard, even by myself. Funny. I kept waiting for someone to notice, but I never told anyone what to look for.
That was well written. Where's my room? What a jump. What is happening? Ooh, we got the creepy spider kind of music going on here. Wah! That was a noise. Oh my goodness. Too loud. Drama can't. What? Pathetic. Alone. Fragile. Silence. They laugh. Help. You are too weak to look back. Oh, yeah? Try me. That was creepy. Like little tappy taps. Instead of loud... okay. Monster roars. Oh man, this is getting weird. My room! Or so you think. Gosh, I've been daydreaming. I feel like they were chasing me. Let them knock. It's just noise now. Oh right, the rain doll. I still need to hang it. Alright, let's get it. I should hang the doll by the window. Okay. This window. I can't move. Ah, it's so loud. So the rain doll worked. The sun came out, just like you wanted. Why is the music so loud here? Holy crap. What's happening? Okay. Well, the rain doll worked. I'm glad. He did it. Port gas. Port gas. Port gas. Post-credit scene. Okay.
Whoa. This place is nicer than I expected. The view must be great from here. Warden said I got room 113. Hope it has a window. I like days when the sky can't decide. Little sun, little cloud. Sunsets hit just right when it's cloudy. Can't wait to see the first rain. Not the noisy kind. The kind that taps soft on the glass. Like it's asking to come in. They always say hostel life is where the real memories are made. Like, you'll laugh all night, cry with people you've just met, eat terrible food together, and somehow miss it for the rest of your life. I've seen the reels. The rooftop sunsets, someone playing guitar, birthday surprises with cheap cake and loud voices. So yeah, I want that. I want to know what that feels like. Late night talks about nothing, knock on someone's door just for fun and end up staying late hours. Room 113. Let's see what kind of story you hold.
What is happening? I might have cut off the dialogue getting to the room. Whoops. Wow, everything feels so fresh and warm. Senior said this room has the best view when it rains. Sorry. Looks like someone who lived here before made a rain doll. That's kind of impressive. Is it? No offense. They look pretty easy to make. What do I do? Developer's notes. Ooh. I expected voice acting. This game was a metaphor, a quiet reflection on the unseen emotional weight some students carry, especially in the isolated corners of hostel life. The continuous rain symbolized the player's helplessness, the longing to go home, the ache of being stuck somewhere that no longer feels warm. It was the darkness that had slowly taken over the sun. The rain doll was never meant to disturb or disrespect any tradition. It has simply represented how even a small act of hope, a handmade doll, a silent wish, can bring light back into dark places. Very cool. I'm truly sorry if any part of the story triggered discomfort or sadness. That was never the goal. This game is just my personal way of expressing what hostel life can feel like when you're hurting, not a comment on any culture, ritual, or belief. Quote, sometimes the walls in a hostel are thin, but the silence between people is thick. End quote. And then another quote, the rain in your head isn't something to hide from others. Let someone bring an umbrella. End quote. Very cool. Nice quotes. If you're going through something, please know you're not strange or broken. You're human, and that's okay. If this game made you feel seen, even just a little, thank you for playing. If you're still in the rain, there's nothing wrong with waiting for the sun. But while you wait, it's okay to sip some tea, dance in the puddles, or just breathe. Be your own light, even on cloudy days. That is very nice. That is a very nice letter. I like that a lot. Okay, X to close. At the end of the game? Oh, okay. We're back on the main menu. Alrighty. Alright, now I'll review the game and also give it my final judgment. I'm going to start with visuals, go into audio, mechanics, story and concept, performance, and then give it my final judgment. So visually, I think the game is very simplistic visually, and I think that's okay for what the overall vibe and, I suppose, message the game is trying to convey. So also being their first game that they've ever made, I think visually the game is acceptable, and I have no problems with it. Obviously, it's not like the most amazing looking game, but I don't think it's like terrible in any way, really. I think everything is cohesive. It feels like a lived-in space, and looks pretty good overall. It's a convincing environment. I like the skybox and everything that you used, and you know the assets you used to populate like your room and like the warden's office and stuff like that. So I thought that was pretty cool. Even if the character models are very like vague and have no like a lot of texture to them, like when you're delivering your letters, I think that still works really well because it's like kind of, I think, is another interesting way to convey sort of the disconnect that you're having with people, having them have almost no features and almost be like shadows of people. I think it's really interesting. At least that's how I'm interpreting it. So overall, visually, I think the game is pretty solid. I especially like the dream sequences as well. Just the strange eeriness that they have to really let you think about what's really going on, trying to immerse you in this weird headspace that the player is in, or the character is in. So I think the dreams work really well, and I really like how they look. So overall, I would say while the visuals may not be the most amazing thing ever, I think that it still works really well, and it's very appropriate for the themes of the game. And I don't think it's necessarily done in a poor manner. So great job with that. In terms of audio, I would say audio, for the most part, actually isn't all that bad. I like the ambience of the rain here in the main menu. I think it helps set the tone of the game right off the bat. And of course, throughout the game, you have music and ambience, and especially like the strange jump scares and the weird dreamlike sequences that happen. And all of the audio throughout the game, I think, matches and is appropriate for what we're actually experiencing as a player, because I think that's really important in games, where when you're experiencing something in a game, or like even something as simple as opening a door or walking, like audio, I think, needs to match what you're actually doing in the game as best as possible. And I think the game did a fairly good job at that. I would say especially the dream sequences are very strange and very bizarre. And I think the use of music and certain tones of the static with the TV, the strange man talking to you with the TV head, like, hey, do you want this? And all that stuff, I think, comes together really well into a very cohesive audio experience. So like I said, everything that we're doing in the game has appropriate audio associated with it, and I think is able to convey a certain feeling as well in certain instances in the game, where a certain feeling may be the point of the overall experience that we're having as the character. So I think that's really interesting, and I think really well done. I would say my only real complaint with the audio is there are a few instances where in the dream sequences and at the end of the game where the audio volume or the music gets really loud compared to what it was like seconds before. I find that strange. So there's some odd audio mixing issues there, but it only happened a couple times that I noticed. But Other than that, I think you're very careful and I think very smart about how you use specific tones and music throughout the game, so good work there. In terms of mechanics, the game is pretty straightforward on mechanics, which I think is totally fine, especially for short games like this, especially for someone as well that's having, their first time making a game. Games like this, I think, obviously the point of the game isn't much about the mechanics themselves, it's rather the vehicle to progress the character through the actual story and overall experience that's the point of the game. We have to deliver letters, and it's also trying to reflect the experience of living in a hostel, which then is the catalyst for the overall feel that the game is trying to convey. So while we may only be delivering letters and then going to sleep and having weird dreams, that the point of the game is to use those instances to reflect the feeling and the strangeness and the loneliness and the hopelessness and all that stuff that the character is experiencing in this hostel. So while the mechanics are simple, I think they're appropriate and I think well implemented to reflect the story that you have going into this. So if you're trying to make a game about feeling lonely and stuff, there's wrong ways to do it and there's right ways to do it is my point here. I think using rain as a metaphor for that is well done. And also like the strange dream sequences to where even in our dreams, we can't really escape this feeling. And that creates this overwhelming sort of emotional turmoil that we're going through. So with all that being said, I'd say mechanically the game is very sound because it's doing a really great job of connecting what we're doing as the character and what the overall feel of the game is supposed to be and what the game is trying to tell us and have us experience. In terms of story and concept, I quite like the overall story, if you want to call it that. Someone just making a game about how they felt in a particular time in their life in an environment like this, which I assume this is supposed to be like a dorm. In the US, we call them dorms for college. And I find that interesting because there's, the whole thing with like frat culture and all that stuff going on. But the whole idea of just kind of being in this hostel and being surrounded by people you don't really know, may not ever know, having to deal with all their noise and have to like kind of work your schedule around them, like taking up the room in the laundry room and all that kind of stuff. I feel like that could be really stressful. It could be a big change for someone, especially at a young age, like coming out of high school, going into an environment like this can be overwhelming. So I think you did a really good job of sharing your experience in the story and having us, the player, experience that through what we're doing in the game. So really cool story, and I do appreciate the note at the end of the game as well. I thought that was very thoughtful of you to do that, and very nice. And when it comes to the concept of the game, I really enjoy it as well. I like kind of living out someone's experience in a game format, which I've done a few times where people have a dream or a series of dreams over a long period of time, and they try to write all that down and condense it into a game, into something that we can experience ourselves. And I assume it's very therapeutic for a developer to do something like this, to sort of get it all out there, and also build a game like this to help sort of almost encapsulate that feeling and hopefully help you move on from that if it was, that stressful and that unnerving for you, that doing something like this hopefully is a benefit to you. And while it is a game that we can play, it is very fascinating to experience what you've gone through as a developer and what other developers have gone through that inspire something like this. So conceptually, the game is very fascinating, and I think it's great that you went out of your way to do something like this. And like I said, I hope that you're doing well now and that this may have helped you in some way. So while making the game might help you sort of get everything off your chest and to vent, I think it may also help other people that may have very similar experiences or feelings of sort of find a way to vent them as well by seeing what you've gone through. So really cool stuff there. Really great job with the concept and the story. So that's awesome. In terms of performance, the game performed totally fine. There are no settings in this game, which I can forgive because I think everything worked really well in this game. Volume mixing might be a little off in some areas, but the game itself performed fine. I have no bugs or graphical glitches or any sort of poor performance, so great work there. So my final judgment for Evening Attendance is I would say it's very good. It's right above the middle of my scale, and even being your first game, I think you were very careful and very thoughtful about your approach to this, and I can see that coming through, and I greatly appreciate that. That's why I'm giving it such a high rating on my scale. So while the game might not be so striking in the visual side of things, everything else in the game comes together really well, I think, to have a very interesting and reflective experience. So while I may not have experienced this sort of environment myself in my life, I still find a lot of the story elements to be relatable and very interesting to reflect on and to think about. And I think you're very respectful with the note at the end. The game feels very inviting to people who have something going on in their life that might be difficult that they're going through. But I think you did a great job with this, and I hope everything is going well for you now and you're doing all right. And I appreciate what you did here, and I think this is a pretty solid game overall, and I hope you continue to make more games like this potentially in the future. I'd like to try them out and see how you do. Like I said a few times, I think your approach to this game showed that you have a lot of restraint and that you're very thoughtful about how to do this, and that's very respectable, and I think you did a great job. So keep up the great work, and I wish you the best of luck on your future endeavors. Tell me what you think in the comments below. What are your thoughts in this game? Do you agree or disagree with me? Do you have anything to add? Do you just want to say hi? Let me know what's up. Don't forget to check the pinned comment below for the links to everything. Go play this game for yourself and form your own opinion. I'm sure the developer would like to hear your feedback as well as mine. Also, if you'd like to support my channel, hit subscribe, leave a like, comment, and share the video. I would greatly appreciate that. And I thank you for watching my video. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I think that's all I have to say about it. So thanks for hanging out with me, and don't forget, the pale moth is always watching.